Here comes to the part 2. Now we'll talk about the identity. Everyone has an identity. For example, now I'm a teacher and you are a student. So if you want to check others whether they are students, you can ask, 你是学生吗? 你是学生吗? Actually, 学生 in a single word they will pronounce as 学生, 学生. But if we put 学生 into a sentence, the 生 in 学生 will be pronounced in the neutral tone. 学生, 学生. So it will be like 你是学生吗? Are you a student? If you are a student, you will say 是我是学生是我是学生 Or you can say 对我是学生对我是学生 It means yes, I am a student. So 是 and 对 means yes. Or if you are not a student, you want to deny that, you can say 不我不是学生不我不是学生 No, I'm not a student. You might feel curious or maybe confused about why 不 in the sentence have two tones. 不我不是学生 They are the same character but they differ in pronunciation. So that's another phonetic rules I'm gonna talk about. If 不 stands alone, it is pronounced as the fourth tone. 不不不不 So we will pronounce as 不 So usually we use 不 to reject or disagree something. 不 it means no, no. And if it is followed by a first tone, it will pronounce as 不 too. For example, it is followed by 知道知道 and then if you want to add negation, 不 So 不 will be pronounced as in fourth tone, 不知道 It means don't know, don't know 不知道 And also if it is followed by a second tone, for example, 能能 is a second tone. It means the ability. 能不能不能 It means cannot, cannot 不能 And also if it is followed by a third tone, it will be pronounced in fourth tone. For example, the word 想 想 It means want 想 So it will be 不想不想 Because it is followed by a third tone, so 不 will be pronounced as 不 in fourth tone. 不想 It means do not want, do not want. So here are some examples of 不 as the fourth tone. For example, 我不知道我不知道 That means I don't know. If someone asks you something or asks you about your idea and you have no idea, you can say 我不知道 The second example is 我不能去美国 We have learned 美国 in the previous lecture. 我不能去美国美国 means the US, the America 美国 So 能 is in second tone. So 不 will be pronounced as 不 in fourth tone. 不能 I cannot go to the America. 不能我不能去美国 And the third example is 我不想去日本我不想去日本 As 不 is followed by 想 which is in third tone. So it will be pronounced in fourth tone. 不想我不想去日本日本 we've learned this word before. It means Japan. I don't want to go to Japan. So 想 here means your view on doing something. 不想 don't want to. Another case is 不 so 不 in the second tone. 不 second tone 不. For example, 不是 it means not. 我不是学生 I'm not a student. 不是. If it is a case that 不 is followed by a fourth tone, and then 不 will be pronounced as second tone. 不 For example, 不是 and also 不去 去 means go. 不去 it means not go or don't go. 不去. Here are some examples. 我不去法国 法国 means France. 我不去法国 I don't go to France. As 不 is followed by a fourth tone, so it is pronounced in second tone. 不 so 不去. When you're asked to do self-introduction, you can do it step by step. So first, you have to do the greeting, saying 你好 and then you can say your name. 我叫 and then say your name. Or you can say 我的名字是 and your name. 我的名字是 and also your nationality. 我是泰国人 For example, you're a Thai. 我是泰国人 And then your identity. For example, you're a student. You can say 我是学生 Remember, the 生 in 学生 will be pronounced as 生 in the neutral tone. 我是学生 So next, we will talk about how to introduce your family. So first of all, let's learn some words about family members. In Chinese, the call of family members usually use the reduplication. Reduplication in linguistics means the words of stem of the word, or even the whole word is repeated, exactly or with a slight change. In this case, the second syllable is repeated with a slight change to a neutral tone. For example, father, 爸爸 So we'll repeat 爸 But then the second 爸 will be in neutral tone. 爸 It means father. And mother will be called as 妈妈 And elder sister 姐姐 And then younger sister 妹妹 Elder brother 哥哥 Younger brother 弟弟 And grandmother 奶奶 And grandfather 爷爷 So you can see that all of the family members, the second syllable of them will be in neutral tone. And neutral tone is light and short, as we've mentioned in the first lecture. Before learning how to introduce others, let's learn some basic pronouns. For example, I in Mandarin is called 我 in third tone 我 And he means 他 And she is called as 她 Actually, she and he have the same pronunciation, but they differ in the written form. The radical of the pronoun she is 女 which is female. So you might notice that in the previous slides we have talked about 妈妈姐姐妹妹 奶奶. All of them has the radical of 女, which means female. Now we'll move to the introduction part. For instance, you want to tell others that she is your grandmother. You can say, 她是我的奶奶. 她是我的奶奶. 她是, it means she is. As I've mentioned, if she is put into the sentence, it adds as the verb to be, like in English. So 她是 means she is. 我的 means mine. So if we add the besides the pronoun, we want to indicate the possession. Chinese particle the is most commonly used as a possessive modifier. 我的奶奶 means my grandmother. Another case is that she is a student of my mother. She is a student of my mother. You can say 她是妈妈的学生. 她是妈妈的学生. Note that 学生 is in neutral tone, 学生, and mama is in neutral tone as well. The can be used between two nouns, like mama and 学生, to indicate the relationship of perception. 妈妈的学生. Apart from 我的, like 我的奶奶, 我的妈妈, you can also say 他的, it means his, and also her, 她的. Apart from introducing yourself and your family, in the same way you can also introduce your friend. 他是我的朋友. 朋友 means friends. 他是我的朋友. And 朋友 here is in neutral tone as well. 朋友, 朋友. And next you can talk about her name or his name. 他叫, and then his or her name. 他叫. Or you can say 他的名字是. 他的名字是. And next you can talk about his or her nationality. 他是泰国人. For example, he or she is a Thai. 他是泰国人. And also the identity. For example, your friend, he or she is a student. You can say 他是学生. 他是学生. That's the end of the lecture today. Thank you.